Hello, lovely people. In today's video, we are going to use ChatGPT to create the best ever email marketing series we've ever made for our 2-day course titled Online Course Creation Kickstarter. If you like our content, please be sure to hit the subscribe button. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and share. So what's today's plan? Number 1, create an online educator persona on ChatGPT. Number 2, describe the day's task to the persona. Provide her with plenty of context about our course so that she can make the best email marketing campaign ever. Number 3, ask her how she would best do the task. Number 4, iterate on her responses by giving our feedback as well as our constraints. So let's dive right in.
Like Aruna mentioned earlier, the first step is to create Emily, our favorite online course creator persona. We have discussed this at length in one of our earlier videos. You can find the link in the description or right here. The step after that is to describe the task to Emily and supply ample context. To do that, we're sharing the link of our course with Emily using the link reader plugin. In the past, we've had little trouble with this plugin wherein it fails to read the information in the link correctly. To ensure we don't have that hiccup, along with the task description and the link, we're asking a casual check-in question where we're asking what the duration of our course is, just to make sure ChatGPT is getting it correct. Let's go. So we are sure that Emily has done a good job in reading the link because the answer is spot on. Let's ask her the follow-up questions. So instead of deciding how many emails there should be, what the cadence of emails should be, we have decided to just throw it open to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT what the best plan is. Let's see what it comes up with.
Okay, so this is great. Starting with audience segmentation, we do have an audience that we can segment by levels of engagement with us. So the closest and most engaged group would be our former students and clients whom we work very closely with. In the next group, we have folks with whom we've interacted briefly during our webinars and other live sessions, which are shorter term engagements. Finally, we have a list of subscribers to our newsletter. These are people that we may never have personally communicated with other than via newsletter. Now, steps 2 through 7 sound like good common sense advice on what to put inside the emails to grab the attention of all of these potential students. So this includes both the tone of the email, such as personalizing it, as well as advice about content, such as information about the course and how it benefits the students, and also, most importantly, how previous students have benefited from it. Now, steps 8 and 9 remind us to follow up and gather data on how our emails are landing so that we can keep iterating and improving.
Now, the second part of the output that ChatGPT gave us, where there's a schedule given for the email campaign, I'm noticing that there are 4 emails mentioned. There's an announcement, reminder, last chance to register, and the course starting tomorrow. Now, if you think about last chance to register and course starting tomorrow and the reminder, those sound very transactional. It's only in the course announcement email that I'm noticing a little bit of persuasive communication, or where I see the scope for it. Imagine we have a cold lead coming in. A single email informing the benefits of the course would simply not be sufficient to get them to consider taking the course. My expectation from an email campaign that it would include a lot more persuasive communication, which I'm guessing would include a lot more emails. It can't be too much, but definitely not just one. So I have summarized these inputs into a prompt. Let's go ahead and ask ChatGPT. I've asked a specific question of how can we best nurture a lead by providing value and make them more likely to pay and join the course. How can an email campaign be designed to address that? What modifications would you make in your scheduled email campaign? Let's see what ChatGPT throws out. Okay, great. This is precisely what I had in mind. There's now a structured plan to communicate the value proposition, the pain points that we address, and the course details and benefits. I also like how Emily suggested that we conduct a webinar or a masterclass, and immediately after that, we send an email with the testimonials and the recap. That's a nice touch. Also, it's a terrific idea to send a special offer to get the fence sitters to come overboard. So that's a good plan. I like how the email schedule plan goes beyond just thinking about communication and actually has a structured plan to convert somebody into a paid customer. So I'm good to go with this.
Completely agree with you. And I like that there are multiple options for the potential student to interact with us before they finally hit the pay button to come to our course.
I love these, but I want to see if this can be made even better. So I'm just going to ask ChatGPT what it can come up with.
Okay, these are some fantastic options she's given. Thanks to Gautam, probing her a little bit about what other best practices we can include. Based on these, we are now going to ask Emily to use her plan, her schedule, and her best practices to craft 8 emails that would persuade even the most hesitant email subscriber in our list to convert to a customer. We're asking Emily to use all the information she has about our course, which she can take from our landing page, whose link we provide to her. In particular, for email number 1, 2, 5, and 7, we're asking Emily to incorporate A/B testing and provide multiple options. We're also asking her to ensure the practice of consistent wrangling and value in every mail while creating these emails. So let's see what she said. Okay, this is great. So as promised, Emily has delivered copies for all 8 emails. And these look good so far. One specific comment is about email number 3. So if you don't plan to conduct a webinar or a masterclass as part of your course marketing campaign, you can always at this point share a free resource, perhaps an ebook that you've already created or a lecture that you've recorded previously, which is very relevant to the course that you're currently trying to market. You can then share testimonials about that prior work with your potential students in the following email.
The only other feedback that I have is that Emily completely missed giving us multiple options to A/B test emails number 1, 2, 5, and 7. So that's the feedback prompt that I'm going to relay to Emily and see if she can address that. So yes, this is the prompt that I'm giving. Very simple prompt.
This is nice. So Emily has given us the options that Gautam has asked for. That's excellent. I'm very happy with these options that Emily has given us, but these are only really the starting point for us to create our emails. We'll obviously have to personalize these to our styles of writing, as well as go through each of these emails in detail to see that every important point that we want communicated to our potential students is included in it.
By the time that you watch this video, we have managed to incorporate these emails into our online course. So if you join the waitlist, you will be getting those emails and you can see the output that Emily and Aruna and I co-created together in action. That brings us to the end of this video where we were creating an email marketing series, which is part of our AI-assisted course creation series of videos. We'll be releasing the next episode next week. See you until then. If you enjoyed that video, please don't forget to like the video, share the video with your friends, and subscribe to our channel.